Welcome back everyone to Pineridge, and I have completed my map. Yes, I did miss one or two spots like that one up there, but overall this map is complete and it's pretty easy to figure out what's going to be in the missing splotches there. This one here right at the edge of the jungle, this one in the middle of the jungle, and this one at the edge of this forest and desert, so we could figure out that's pretty much what's there. The lighthouse where I built at the opening is right about right here. And up here then is where we're planning on doing our port. That goes up here. Then the road goes east all the way up to here. And that's our current route to trade between Strand and Pineridge. Now I may choose to relocate Strand at some point if I think that this might be a more convenient port because it'll be short, but I think this is a pretty easy stage across here, so therefore I might consider this to be a more natural port. So I have to see this terrain here and see what it's like. I'm not too sure if I would have found a city right next to the desert, though it is also next to the forest. So that might be reasonable. And I am thinking of at least one city in the desert areas because we are going to still have to cross through there because it's a lot easier going through the desert than it would be going through this. I suspect that'll be very difficult terrain to go through because I do want a fairly easy to travel road in the end. But that is what we have here. My four areas all nice and explored. And we've got plenty of jungle, some areas with dark oak, and let's see then what else we need to do. Actually, what we need to do is to create an auto smelter because I think that would be good because I have quite a bit of cobble here that I want to turn into stone because I will be needing quite a bit of smooth stone and stone brick. And there are other uses, of course, using when you're smelting. And I am going to be building the auto smelter down in this direction because we have a nice natural outlet here, but it's not really a nice convenient place to use as an entrance to this area. So therefore I thought, well, put the smelteries here, all the furnaces here, because let's face it, you really don't want smoke getting all cluttered up into your lungs. So of course you want it to rise up and leave out there. Now we'll need some sort of cap up there so that rain doesn't get in, but I figure first of all let's worry about this auto smelter. And I'm using a design that I've seen done by Wells Knight, and I mainly got this from his patron server. I thought that was a I thought that was a reasonable design that even I'm able to execute. So therefore, let's try it. And the first thing you'll notice here we have here is a chest over here. And behind the chest, I am going to be placing a hopper. This hopper. Oh, that's right. You got to do things like that. Yes, that's the hopper, and then a hopper here. And this hopper then right. Oh, I need 5 hoppers, not 4, because yes, is what feeds here then is not the what goes here is the furnace. Right, and we have a furnace here, and in order to do this, we are going to need a couple of hoppers to yeah. Where else would it have been? All right, so we'll put this here, and we'll put this here. Nature of hoppers. All right, this is what we are going to be doing, and I'm going to need a little bit of yes. Well, I'm going to be putting some stone here anyway, so I might as well to hide on what's going on. So I might as well put this down here now, and this is going to be a chest. Good. And I'm going to do the same thing on this end. Put a chest here. There'll be another hopper here, but temporarily I will put this chest here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another hopper here and then put the chest on there. And this is going to be the fuel input. And this is going to be the item to be processed. So therefore, I would expect then to put the fuel in here. Now, it will help a great deal if I actually had some fuel on me. So we'll throw some oak planks in here. What's this? That's a great one. Yeah, okay, that's dropping in there, and yeah. Alright, that's successful. Now if I threw that into some cobble into there, and that goes in there. Alright, good. That all works the way I expect. But what I will be needing is something in order to actually process. So I'll come back with another hopper and a little bit of something to use as fuel and for various other components. Alright, we are back and it is time for us to put those in here. Now obviously we don't want to burn this chest. Good thing I didn't put anything in there to actually burn and to actually smelt on there, or that would have been a little bit of a problem. Alright, let's put this over here and let's put this hopper here. Let's put that chest over there. Okay, I can reach that. I can reach that. All good. Alright, with that done, then I should be able to throw that into there. This hopper gets stuff. This. And this is slowly accumulating. Good. And then I could throw some cobble into here. And boom, that is starting to cook. Good. At some point, you are kidding me. What? Sounded like I just killed a mob. Now, I still hear that other zombie around there. It sounded like there was a closer zombie that just died as a result of me. But anyway, this is working all nice and fine. It's a very simple design. Certainly not anything sophisticated or anything like that. And it doesn't involve any redstone or anything of that sort. Now, let's see. I guess we could turn this into a... Actually, I probably can't. No, if I did that at a double chest, I think I'd need extra hoppers to drop from the other end. So I'm not going to worry about expanding that yet. And I don't do enough stuff in order to justify going that far in. Alright, so that's all constantly at 64. Yeah, that's just feeding that to get back in, and that's just... Oh, yes. Alright, that's it there. It's there. Right. Oh. Okay, yes, that's the one there. Alright, that's all nice and working. Now we want to cover up some of this stuff since it's not exactly the most picturesque stuff in the world. Now I'll probably have to come up with a... Actually, no, that's not good because I want to be able to see. Now I have a diamond. I finally found some diamonds after going so long without finding a single one. So yes, there are diamonds in this world. I just hadn't been able to find them yet. Alright, so now I figure that this might be better just to... No, not like that. Alright, I do have some dirt here. Good. Just to make sure it doesn't look completely ugly. Alright. Alright, that's... Yeah, I know. Still look mostly ugly instead, right? Alright. Yes, and we'll put something here. We'll put something... no, nothing like that. And what is the best way of doing this? Yeah, like that. Alright, good. We got this up here. Now I can see these. Good. Put something here. Good. Because there's nothing in here that's going to be a spawnable location, right? Okay, yeah, close that up then, just to make sure. Good, and actually I think that's, yeah, that's all goes down there, so there's not going to be anything spawnable there. So therefore, alright, that's going to be, oh, yes, of course. I will probably have to put a something on top. Is there some sort of fence or something like that? A stone fence, right? There's such a thing as a stone fence. So therefore, if I took this and created a stone fence, then I should be able to make that out of cobble, or do I make that out of this? Ah, well, when I remember the recipe for a stone fence. Actually, maybe it's just... maybe it is cobble. Alright. Just when I need cobble, and I've thrown it all in there. Well then, well, I've got this here. I can always... Cobble is not hard to get, that's for sure. That's one advantage of the stuff, and I got plenty of it actually elsewhere, but I don't feel like going all the way back there. Now, is this it? Ah, yes, this is it. Cobblestone fence. Right. And what I wanted to do with that, thinking a bit of a chimney here. Ooh, yeah. Well, I certainly don't want to put anything directly on top of it. Hopefully that doesn't break it. So therefore, let's put... Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. A little bit of a chimney, and that'll be it. Okay, much better. Now, I also brought some signs, and the reason for the signs is that I want to be able to make sure I remember which side is which. So, therefore, we want right here, we want it to say fuel. And over here, maybe if I get some leather, I can use some item frames for. Right now, the only 4 item frames that I have are being used to hold the maps. So here we have raw ores. Alright, and that'll be done. Of course, I could also throw food and other stuff like that into here. And that is it. Alright, the other thing I found was a little bit of gold. So my first bit of gold and my first bit of... Alright, my first bit of gold and my first couple of... Oh, over here. Alright, diamonds. Alright, I need to widen this so I don't miss this passage all that often. What I'm wondering is if there is a quick way to get from here over to here. Or just leave it that way. I'll have to think on that. But that's other stuff when I beautify the lower area. But now this gives me 3 of the 4 openings are now have something involved with them. This then is the smeltery. I'll probably throw a couple other furnaces around here to do some additional manual smelting when I see fit on that matter. And in fact, I might as well do that movement now. See, I am trying to wean myself off of this area here, so let's just move this to the smeltery. I figure that when you had something that you want to do specifically and control what you're doing, then we could throw it into here. Bulk stuff will of course be thrown into the auto smelter. Alright, so we could just throw a couple of these here, a couple of ovens, and we will be good. So I have to throw some fuel into there when I have some available. But it looks like it is starting to get late. But not quite yet for sunset. So maybe there's something a little bit extra I can do. What else have I been up to? Not much according to this. Right. Found gold, found diamonds, mapped out the area. Created an auto smelter, which is good. Is that down? I can't remember which area that is. Now I still need to make this OSHA friendly because let's face it, that's a work hazard. It'll get real muddy if it rained. So I will have to do something about that in the future. But that's it for today's episode, and next time, maybe we can do something about this tavern next time. And come up with get this thing widened out, and start to get some tables and some chairs and the like so that this could be a place where the merchants could come and do their trading. But that'll be in our next episode here at Pineridge. Thank you everyone for watching this episode of Pineleaf Plays Minecraft Pineridge, a vanilla Minecraft survival series. That is all for today, and this is Pineleaf News reminding you to mine responsibly.